skiers, I'm Jeff from SkiEssentials.com. Kicking back off our 2020 ski reviews this week with the 2020 Liberty Origin 96. But before we dive into that, a couple things to share with you guys. First is, if you're watching this when it comes out, we're actually giving away a pair of 2020 Origin 96 on Instagram, starting today, running through Tuesday. Really cool. Liberty kind of stepped up and then gave us this ski and said, hey, we want you guys to give this away. So we thought we would review it too, kind of double it up like that. So definitely check that out if you're watching it the day it comes out or the weekend following. And then the March Rossignol Ski Happy Photo Contest is about to come to a close. So if you want to get photos entered, you have until the end of March. You can win a full cross-country ski package. And then reason why we haven't had a video up in a couple weeks is we just hosted our 3rd annual ski test last week here at Stowe, and our 1st annual Nordic ski test 2 weeks ago at Trapp Family Lodge. So lots of stuff going on with Ski Essentials right now. You'll see results from that later in the summer. And yeah, without further ado, next thing you're gonna see is our first run, or my first run, on a few test days here on the Origin 96. So check it out and I'll catch you in a run here. Hi skiers, Jeff, SkiEssentials.com. First run on these Liberty Origin 96s. Really fun. I'm on the 176 length. One of our coworkers is out on the longer length right now. Super fun skis. They feel really light on your feet. Really energetic. You know, that doesn't surprise me. Bamboo, poplar, and carbon. I feel like that's a recipe for a lot of energy. But definitely like light swing weight, energetic feel. Really soft snow in the groomers this morning, but like better, I'd say better groomer performance than I expected. I knew they weren't going to be like hard charging rippers. Bob, who's holding the cameras on the Evolve 90 right now, that thing definitely takes it to another level, but these are certainly no slouch. I'm pretty excited to get them kind of into some tighter terrain and see how they maneuver. But for now, we're gonna finish this run on the groomers. Shall we?
Ready.
Whew! All right, so I just came down a lift line. You know, pretty classic steep terrain here at Stowe. Today I'm on the 187. So I skied that 176. Now I'm on the 187. There is a 182 in between. In the written portion of the article, I kind of mentioned that. Pretty sure that 182 is kind of the sweet spot for me. But actually, I moved the mount point up on these a little bit, probably about 3 centimeters forward from recommended. And I think that makes more sense for somebody like me coming off center mounted skis, or at least kind of used to a more centered twin tip. So yeah, pretty exciting skis. Let's just kind of like chat about the ski in general. Basically, construction is poplar and bamboo with a center strip of carbon. So very lightweight construction, very energetic and snappy construction. In my opinion, kind of the one of the first things you'll notice if you get on a pair of these is the light swing weight. Really noticeable in the 176 and even these 187s. I mean, this is a big ski, pretty long ski for somebody my size, 5'10", 150. But same thing, I can feel that light swing weight. Kind of I always pick up skis when I'm like first on them and kind of do that and pivot them around, and definitely feels like a light swing weight. So that's construction. Fairly straightforward construction, but kind of refreshing. You know, it's pretty simple construction, pretty easy to wrap your mind around. And then it's a rocker camber rocker shape. Not really any early taper in the tips and tails, but they do have more of like kind of a pointy tip shape than some skis that get really blunt at the end. But rocker camber rocker, there's basically 20% tip rocker and 10% tail rocker. So it's a substantial amount of rocker for sure. Definitely you can notice it in the tip. Let's kind of start with Groomer Performance in terms of an actual review here. That was the first thing that I did on these skis when I was taking runs with Bob the other day. On that 176 was basically just ski groomers, at least for the first few runs. I knew these weren't going to be like the hardest charging, most powerful, most energetic, or most responsive skis on a groomer, but they're definitely no slouch. I think this is plenty of ski on a groomer for a lot of people, especially people that want kind of that playful all mountain ski feel. Maybe specifically want a twin tip. You're not going to get like race like precision edge grip or power out of a turn, but you do get some nice snap and pop out of a carving turn if you're decambering the ski and kind of giving it some skier input. Definitely thanks to that carbon strip in the middle. Liberty calls it speed core carbon, this construction. And it definitely has some snap and pop to it. Very lively, and very easy to ski too on groomers. It was really just a natural feel linking carving turns on them. And then they released their tail edge really easily too. Really kind of a great ski for somebody who likes to kind of skid and pivot their turns, or at least likes to do that sometimes. I found that they had a very rhythmic feel when skiing like that, which is kind of hard to describe, but just the amount of rebound and reactiveness they have, it matches the shape really well. So it's letting you release your tail edge, but then it's also kind of wants to like snap you up and get you into the next skidded pivoting turn, so to speak. So I really like the way that it feels. It is overall more of a playful feel, especially on firm snow, or really anywhere. Not the stiffest flex, something I noticed on the 176 much more than these 187s, especially mounted back at the standard point. If my weight got if I fell into the back seat a little bit, there's not much ski behind you, and it is pretty soft flexing, so you can kind of, a couple times I made a mistake and found myself in the back seat and felt like I wanted to wash out a little bit. But that's to be expected on a ski like this. It's not designed to finish a carving turn like a race ski or a dedicated frontside ski would. It definitely responds really well to balanced skiing, except on these 187s. I mean, I feel like I can go pretty darn fast and pretty aggressive on these. So took a few runs on groomers on them, had a lot of fun, and then we went and skied some trees the other day, and I really felt like that's where the ski really shined for me, in kind of tight trees and tight spots. The snow conditions were kind of weird the other day. It was like wind buffed, slabby conditions, kind of grabby in spots. Not what I would call like ideal snow, but not bad by any means. Very chalky. And I still, they release that tail edge so easily, and then that kind of soft flex, but with the snap and the pop of the carbon, you can do some like really fun stuff, like catch little airs here and there in the trees. And I think that's a perfect way to just kind of think about what the intention of this ski is playful maneuverability, and does really, really well in trees. Something I mentioned in the written portion of the article, I have a good friend I've known for 15 years or so. He skis Sugarloaf up in Maine a lot, so fairly similar terrain to here in Stowe. And he absolutely swears by these skis. And when we were skiing some kind of tight tree lines the other day, I was like, oh, I get it. I mean, this is pretty much perfect for that style of skier. Playful, poppy, likes to jump and pop around, and that type of skier in that type of terrain. Really doesn't get that much better. Look at these guys having let's take a little break. There's so much snow right here, it's insane. These guys look like they're having a blast. Woo-hoo! Guy was on some Kesley MX-84s, I think. That's a lot of ski for a mogul run. But anyways, where were we? Really, really fun for a playful skier, especially in like trees, woods, that kind of stuff. Anybody that likes to seek out soft snow, but do so in a playful way. And then I have to add that Liberty historically has been kind of a twin-tip terrain park ski company, and their heritage is rolling over into this ski for sure. So like myself, I kind of have a slope style, freestyle background, but I don't compete anymore. A ski like this, you know, it's hard to not think that it was basically made for somebody like me. You know, I could still ski the whole mountain. I really don't feel any major downsides on this ski. Again, it's not like the most powerful or most stable or anything like that, but it's really fun just about everywhere. And then I could still ski park on it. You know, again, going back to the mount point, I think the ideal application for me for this ski would be a 182 centimeter, and I'd probably go somewhere like 3 centimeters back from true center. So I have balanced swing weight for spins and stuff like that, but not like too much ski behind me for moguls and trees and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that I think it's a, you know, ex-park skier or kind of a park skier who's getting more into all mountain skiing, which kind of describes my friend in Sugarloaf pretty perfectly. They're gonna love this ski. But I also think like maybe a slightly less aggressive skier, somebody who doesn't need that charging stability of a heavier, stiffer ski, they're really gonna love this. In the written article, I basically said like 80% of the people that ski Stowe would absolutely love skiing these skis, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of those people were like, hey, this makes skiing way more fun and way easier than it is on my heavy, stiff, insert ski from whatever brand you want into that sentence. But yeah, I think that's a really good way to think about this ski. Is it's just fun, it's playful, it's pretty easy to ski, it's not too demanding, and yeah, I'm at the top of the lift now. I hope you guys enjoyed this literal chairlift chat. I'm gonna take a couple more runs here on these Origin 96s, and definitely check out our page on Instagram. Pretty cool that you can win these skis. So yeah, good luck in that, and we will see you guys on the slopes. I'm gonna go skiing. Oh, right, demo skis. Can't do that.